Hi there and welcome back to Stellaris, Cthulhu Myth. We are here with our first speaker, Arnav Prakash, who's warlike and charismatic. This old Dethakan has plans. He's just the right one, too. With his 217 years to start the final shipbuilding against the Unbidden. The Arkham Peace Force is under repair. He has looked for it, and he's also giving us very cheap edicts, and we would totally go for the Grand Fleet, but it wouldn't expand our naval capacity anymore, as you can see. So it's okay for the ship repair speed or the ship upgrade cost, but ship repairs are anyways very, very quick, and the cost is really negligible. Like the thing about droning optimizations would probably work well, but the thing about the difference between repairing and upgrading a fleet is basically the repairing is lightning fast and the upgrading is so long, like it takes a year or even longer. So there's just that. There's that. And you can see it here. So there's a thing. Should we change some laws? I mean, we could still, but should we really? Maybe the native interference to an active study, so we could finally access the Stone Age worlds that don't seem to develop. I'm really split about these Stone Age worlds. Like, you cannot settle there in our current state of policies, and you cannot really do anything with them. They're just there. They have no population on them, nothing. Like, it's really strange. And the artificial intelligence can also not yet be lifted up to burger or to citizen status. Of course, we don't have the technology yet. I think it may be possible with the synth technology, but we don't have that. But we have synths, strangely. So let's have a look at the Unbidden. There's a lot of Unbidden here, but the question is, what will we do? I mean, we could try to chase their void things around, the void shapers, I believe their construction ships are called, but really we don't have the force, and they will attack with a combined force. And that combined force, you can see, is about 130 plus 90, 220k, and that's too much. I mean, maybe we could muster 150k, but nope. So instead we'll try maybe to establish an outpost in Pollux. Maybe, I mean, it's closest to our territory, and that's why we might collect our forces near to the Pollux system and then maybe build some stations in there while which is something you can actually do, and you should do it. If you're trying to get up against the Unbidden, you should build stations in their territory. It helps immensely to have, for example, these dampener fields or the buffs they have around you. You can have these with the battleships as well, but who has so many battleships, right? And also it seemed to me that we're building on and on with our fleets. It seemed to me that the battleships aren't that effective in offense. They are more like defensive tanks or something like that. So we're spreading our battleships out. You see, we have designed a lot of different battleships here. Shield dampener, point defender, invasion class with a special little ships, and yeah, we're just rebuilding everything. You see, 20k minerals are gone quickly if you're going for a serious fleet, and we're not going to stop for the 1000 like there. You can actually go over that. Like, we have 995 of 1000 at the moment, but that's not like in stone.
Research complete.
Just costs. And we have advanced strikecraft. A further refinement in strikecraft design. These advanced fighters and bombers are a pilot's dream. Their performance far exceeds that of previous models. Very nice. We have synthetics, and we'll have to look if someone of our guys maybe would like something like that. Maybe 40. The old turtle could go for the kinetic weapons, but I mean, extraction patterns are also sounding well, and synthetics is something that is very interesting, at least for a role-playing perspective. I mean, it's a dangerous and a rare technology, and that dangerousness makes it like interesting if you want to play for a story. But now, I mean, we could just take 40 and have the specialization for Gauss and for high density munitions, and high density is probably better because we already have something better than Gauss cannons. Yeah, these immense... yeah, we're going to set Maxidog in the science ship. Yeah, these immense research costs are coming from the immense size of our... Oh yeah, let's see. What is Titran? Oh, he's Republican. We've rolled the dice. And let's also see... Who else are we having here? Gestith of Good is really someone. And Pdigna, the governor, with his agrarian upbringing. What is he gonna have? Let's see. Let's see. He's governing the Onota sector. And he's still a Republican as well. So there is like the possibility is not that high yet, as the Unbidden don't have a very high percentage of the universe. So there's a lot of Republicans there still. I don't exchange them for like they're not the American Republicans. It just means they are loyal to the Republic, which is why we're saying loyal, because I want that in brackets to show that it's like a faction they belong to and not part of their name. I want that marked so I don't forget I have already done that. Like, I've already rolled the dice. The dice that determines the fate of the Republic. And I'm all for these factions. I mean, they're a big part of games like Crusader Kings 2. And yeah, they're just... These factions are just very entertaining. And you can see here we have a very high sector limit, which is why I'm always saying, like, who needs that many sectors? I mean, it's really strange. With a system in place that actually says that you shouldn't, even if you don't, if you have very... yeah, and we're going to make Grave of Porthria a shipyard, a really good shipyard in time. And we also want the orbital mind control laser. Whoa, what was I talking about? I mean, we have synthetic colony ships now. How is that? That's really cool. I mean, we could have settled on many more planets. But if you're specializing in something in Stellaris, you don't need that many sectors. Like, it's really strange. You should have that whole conglomerate. And we have another forked chain event, the presentience of Cephalon. We haven't yet did it. And Cephalon, there's two types of snakeoids. One type we have uplifted. These we don't have uplifted yet on Cephalon. But what's 300 energy credits? Anyway, I was saying that we have that whole territory that is belonging together. And if you have that, you don't really need many sectors. If you have really big splinter groups, then you would need many sectors. But that is nearly impossible. And let's see, we can uplift other snakeoids. We have 3 types of snakeoids now. One of them is uplifted already. And the other 2 are waiting for it. We have the mutated snakeoids from another tomb world. Like where our Arkham Humans developed into snakeoids. But these are the original ones from Cephalon, from the Dreams of Kadath sector. That we got from the hierarchy of Hyboria. So, what would we do with them? What would they be? I mean, communal is like the trump card in that. To make them happy is really, really good in such a diverse, government. Like, that's really good. Like, give them something like happy, and it helps immensely. Also, like conformists is also a very good thing that helps them fit in better, and it's extremely helpful to have that. If you're integrating these strange people, you have enough to do without them being pissed off. Like, others will be pissed off because they are there. They're just there. Like xenophobes will be doing that. And we now have Earthbound. And we're going for
situation log updated.
And there we go. We're uplifting them. It's going pretty quickly right now, but it's only these 7. See, I mean, we have uplifted the... Not uplifted, we have improved. Oh yeah, the snakeoid now stands as a living testament to the scientific and technical
special project complete.
Republic. The Republic welcomes them. They now can really think and articulate themselves. Isn't that great? Hasn't the Republic done something really great for them? We have disassembled the chains that were put on them by the evil, like, precursor civilizations that limited their abilities. On the other hand, what would happen if, I mean, maybe they are evil? Maybe the snakeoids are evil, and we are now giving them the intelligence to be evil and effective. What about that? That would be a story for the Cthulhu Myth. And we're going to have our construction ships with us. Like, we want them with us. We want to build something to stop the unbidden. Like, let's try send them in here. You have that void shaper there that needs to be hunted down by our Arkham Peace Force. Let's see. Can we still... Yeah, we can integrate another subject. Very good, the Jagolwa. We can finally integrate them. Like, do you remember, like, at first they wouldn't join us because they were too big, but now it's a very good point. We have them and we can integrate them, and we'll do our utmost to make them happy. Oh yeah, a rocky start. The integration of the snakeoid we uplifted is going more smoothly than expected, but not as smoothly as we had hoped. Despite our efforts to soft shape their psychology, the snakeoids still occasionally struggle with the way we do things in the Republic, so getting minus 5% minerals. And we're engaging the Void Shaper.
Hostile fleet engaged.
Yeah, this is going to be good, probably. This is going to be really good. Space amoebas? Yeah, whatever. And you can see that the computer is like breaking down. And this is why actually I have post-recorded the audio here. Like the audio just crashed. I have a USB microphone and it just made like bang, and the microphone was deactivated, and through some miracle I could recover the video data here. Like in Windows 7 it didn't work, but I copied it to a friend and he had Windows 10 and somehow it started to work there, and through the copying something got repaired and I got to use it. So ain't that great? It's really, really cool. Like, it's so we can now replace maybe our amoebas with the advanced fighters or the advanced bombers, and the advanced bombers are really, really good, so we might replace them. They have that 100% accuracy, which is very good. And it fits perfectly from the power, so as supplementary craft they are really excellent, these little ships. And I also believe they share and they get their share of hits, so they're basically little tanks for your ships, maybe two. At least it was like that, if I remember right. It was like that in Master of Orion 2, that is. I have mostly played Master of Orion 2. I don't remember much of Master of Orion 1. Master of Orion 2, though, still a good game. I mean, it's
situation log updated,
basic, but it's still a really good game. And if you buy it, it's probably as good as the new one. A statistically significant group of snakeoid citizens appear unsatisfied with our teachings on the nature of the cosmos. A known individual or group among them is circulating some spurious codex that attaches undue importance. Snakeoid and their uplifting by the Republic. They could be spiritualist or materialist, and set them straight by any means necessary is, it sounds harsh, but it's really just, hey, let them be integrated to our society. That is also materialistic, and with good reason. I mean, it's a republic of reason. It's really the chance that we give them.
System survey complete.
Be good citizens. Yeah, we're collecting and collecting forces, and we're building and building, and we're just hoping. We have a chance to maybe isolate some of the unbidden and kill them. That would be good, or some of these stations they have. And maybe we could learn something new, but all the time we have eliminated some of them. They are like guarding the debris. It's really strange. It's uncanny. It's really hard for us to have that going. Yeah, there's more debris. Oh man. really, really crass. So it's we would like to really get the debris and get this done, but it might be not feasible. And we're exactly at 1000 naval capacity. But as I already said, you can go over that. It's not fixed, and you will be able to go over it with a late game text. So you'll gain so many minerals and energy credits that it won't be a problem going over that. You should really do it then. But now, thank you for watching, happy gaming to you, and see you in the next episode, when we go up against the Unbidden maybe. Thank you for watching.